In today's news, first open heart surgery takes place in the BVI at the Bougainvillea Clinic.
And daily commercial direct flights to the Virgin Gorda Airport to begin from this Friday, says Premier Fahie.
Public servants raise money in support of Public Servant Mr. Colin Stevens.
And the BVI government needs to implement new measures to address the more than $50 million of debt owed to them since 2015, says Opposition Legislator Turnbull.
Tortola Pier Park, their Christmas promotions at 3 days of Christmas has been launched, and we are joined by the CEO and Marketing and Development Manager to get all the details. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 284 News.
You value traditions. Today. You value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
Well, welcome everyone. It's Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. I'm Kamal Haynes.
And I'm Ron Grant. We're coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. A happy Wednesday to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get into our newscast, taking a look at some top headlines, over 50K and counting. House of Assembly has spent more on litigation than AG. A red flag. Turnbull cites how morale, overworked staff at the BVI AA, that's the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull, and Shamal Smith knew he ran errands for a wanted man. The court hears. Premier avoids debate on private sector's job for jab mandate, and the budgetary process is a bit frustrating, says the Honorable Julian Fraser RA. Viewers, beginning our newscast on an absolutely beautiful note, just in time for her birthday and the Christmas holidays. Miss Shelley Donovan met with doctors and the press today to speak about her recently conducted open heart surgery, the absolute first in the history of the BVI at the Bougainvillea Clinic. Today we saw witness to the very joyful, spirited Miss Donovan, who really expressed that she is absolutely grateful. In addition to that, we heard from Dr. Roger, who really spoke to the process, Roger Miller that is, who spoke to the process of the open heart surgery. And then of course we heard from director at the Bougainvillea Clinic, Dr. Hesketh Vanterpool, on this remarkable history. Take a look at Dr. Roger Miller expressing what exactly it took, and then of course the lovely Miss Shelley Donovan expressing her ultimate gratitude.
So Miss Shelley and I met, I think probably in 2019 or 2020. And she was referred because she had symptoms of valvular heart disease. She was referred by Dr. Vanterpool. So she had previous echocardiograms done that showed that she had very severe disease that needed surgery. So that was when the planning phase started. So I think initially we were planning to do the surgery in 2020.
Early 2020.
Right, and then of course we all know that COVID happened. Throughout that period we've been seeing Miss Shelley intermittently, and fortunately she has remained very stable throughout that period, and we managed to do the surgery on November 16th of this year. We went through the interview process with the surgery already, but she was a very good patient. She did very well post-operatively. She was extubated a couple hours after surgery, less than 24 hours certainly. She didn't require any medications in terms of what we call inotropes to keep her heart going for any prolonged period. As I said, she was a really good patient. Post-operatively, I think she was discharged on day 7? Day 9? Okay, she was discharged about 9 days after surgery. And the main reason for that was that we wanted her blood to be thin enough because she had a mechanical valve. So we literally were just waiting on that. And that happened on day 9. And we've been seeing her intermittently as an outpatient, mainly to check her, what we call her INR, to make sure that the blood is thin enough because she has a mechanical valve. So I'm very happy with her progress. She looks really well, in my opinion. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Shelley, as I call her, to, give her a perspective.
This way? Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be alive and here today. Well, so far everything is going well. I won't complain. I don't have any problems. Thank God for that. I think I have to thank the Father for keeping me here and all the prayers that went up for me, for my church family, my workplace, Right Way, everyone that send out, that donate blood and stuff and other stuff for me, a lot of things for me. I'm thankful for everything that went on, that I have received from everyone. I give them thanks, and I thank the Father for everyone that is behind me. My sister, my husband, thank the Father for the help that I've been receiving so far. So everything is good. As you can see, I'm here, going well. Okay, I thank the doctors. Dr. Rogers is very nice, and all the nurses and doctors that were around me. I cannot complain.
That was Dr. Roger Miller and, of course, Miss Shelley Donovan. Now, viewers, the Bougainvillea Clinic is no stranger to making health history here in the British Virgin Islands. Dr. Hesketh Vanterpool speaks about this being the first open-heart surgery in the BVI.
Yeah, this is the first open-heart surgery taking place at Bougainvillea Clinic, and in fact in the Eastern English-speaking Caribbean. I'm excluding Barbados and I'm excluding St. Croix, because St. Croix had done one or two of those cases some years ago, but they're not doing them currently anymore. So that was the first in this region of the Caribbean. It's not the first that Dr. Miller has done, and it's not the first that Dr. Stevenson had done. They have been doing these procedures for many years. Dr. Miller goes to, Roger here, Dr. Miller goes to Jamaica on a regular basis. That's where he was trained, and he was also trained in the UK and so on. But so he goes back to Jamaica to do these procedures because we don't have a lot of them to do in this part of the world. So he has to maintain his skills, and he goes back there to maintain his skills. So it's certainly not his first. And somebody asked me at a Rotary meeting recently, well, wasn't the patient scared that this was the first one that was being done here? I quickly said, listen, the team that did the operation is a very experienced team. The anesthetists are very experienced, the surgeons, the nurses, we brought in ICU-trained nurses to make sure that this one went as it should go. And I believe the reason I asked Ms. Shelley whether anybody in her family had it, I think she would have had additional confidence because her son had not one valve, but had 3 of them replaced simultaneously. And he's surviving, is doing very well, according to my understanding. So she was only having one.
Congratulations to the team over at Bougainvillea, and continued best of health to Miss Donovan.
Well, viewers, now we move on to some even more good news here in the territory, where daily commercial flights are set to recommence at the Taddy Bay International Airport on Virgin Gorda from this coming Friday. Well, the announcement was made by Premier and Minister of Tourism Andrew Fahie during a recent media conference where he updated local media on a number of topical issues. Well, he said that interest was growing from a number of airline companies who are eager to provide direct flights to the sister island. Well, Premier Fahie said this growing interest can be attributed to the recent work which was superseded by his, superheaded by the government at the sister island airport recently. Take a listen.
Thanks to the hard work that your government has done in partnership with the BVI Airports Authority to upgrade and reopen the airport in Virgin Gorda last month, our partners in the airline industry are now able to offer direct airlift between San Juan, Puerto Rico and Virgin Gorda. Our airline partners are reporting high interest from passengers wanting to visit Virgin Gorda, and I'm happy to report that from 17 December 2021, the direct commercial flights from Sangwong to Virgin Gorda will begin. From 17 December 2021 and onwards, Cape Air will be commencing 3 flights daily into Virgin Gorda and out of the Teddy Bay Airport, Virgin Gorda, between Virgin Gorda and Sangwong. Flights will arrive Virgin Gorda daily at 10 a.m., 1:43 p.m., and 5:16 p.m. And there will be departures from Virgin Gorda to Sangwong daily, departing Virgin Gorda at 7:05 a.m., 11:05 a.m., and 1:58 p.m. This is progress, and for this we say all thanks and glory to God.
Well, the tourism minister also said the BVI Airports Authority, in conjunction with his government, are in constant discussions with a number of other interested airline companies to potentially increase airlift not only on Virgin Gorda, but also on the sister island of Anegada.
Negotiations are in progress to further increase the airlift, not only with respect to Virgin Gorda, but also with respect to Anegada, which has been approved for both day and night flights. There is high interest from a few airlines for daily charters as well into and out of Virgin Gorda and Anegada, as is already the case at the Terence Billet's International Airport. So we are going to be seeing more persons flying into our sister islands of Virgin Gorda and Anegada. And if there are persons listening who want to do this even now, it is possible. Just contact the airlines and let them know you are interested.
Well, viewers, Premier Fahie said this is good news for a number of the stakeholders who will benefit from the influx of passengers into the sister islands. Well, he said he will be providing further updates on the expansion of the airlift in the weeks ahead as the negotiations conclude. Well, up next, viewers, the BVI government needs to implement new measures to address the more than $50 million of debt owed to them since 2015, says Opposition Leader Melvin Mitch Turnbull. And public servants raise monies in support of Public Servant Colin Stevens. Well, we get to these and more stories when 284 News return.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There's the answer code.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Well, welcome back, viewers. Well, Opposition Legislator Melvin Mitch Turnbull believes the government of the Virgin Islands urgently needs to address the more than $50 million in accumulated debt that is owed to them dating back to 2015. Well, Turnbull made the comments during the opening day of the 2022 budget debate, which was conducted virtually by the House of Assembly. Well, he believes if the long-standing issue of recovering this debt is not resolved, it will continue to hold the territory back.
Something has to be done because this number, even though we have this proposed budget of 300, I think it's $394 million, even though we have this budget, Mr. Speaker, that number of 50 million plus will continue to pull behind us as much progress as we're making, as much of the things that I heard the Honorable Premier said in terms of accomplishments and things that we've been able to do. Mr. Speaker, that particular number will continue to follow us and be behind us if we don't address it and find a way to cut off at some point and then move on towards having somebody or a group of persons to be able to start collecting the revenues of a territory, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Turnbull, who is the representative of the 2nd District, said based on his experience in finance, he believes the relevant authorities need to establish a cutoff point to help with addressing the monies owed to the government.
My humble suggestion, just coming from a financial space, coming from operating and understanding business and management, Mr. Speaker, there needs to be a determination, a policy decision that is made by this administration within the Ministry of Finance, within the government of the Virgin Islands, that we have a cutoff point, Mr. Speaker, because some of this debt, some of the monies that are owing to us is some 15 or 20 years out, Mr. Speaker. And I believe a decision would have to be made in terms of what is the cutoff point that we go from, whether it's 10 years back, 15 years back, and everything forward, we try to and start to collect and write off the rest.
Well, viewers, that was Opposition Legislator Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull.
Viewers, it is Christmas in the beautiful British Virgin Islands, and of course, one of the agencies that continues to do remarkable work, not only at this season, but all year long, is the Cyril B. Rumney Tortola Pier Park. As promised, I am joined by CEO himself, Mr. Vance Lewis, alongside the lovely Miss Zoe Walcott. I am so honored to have you guys. Welcome to 284 Media.
Thank you so much, Ron. Compliments of the season on behalf of the board, CEO, management, and staff, including the tenants of the Cyril B. Rumney Tortola Pier Park. We are always pleased as plum to be engaged by 284, and we get to talk about our 3 days of Christmas and all the preparation that went into that.
Wonderful. CEO, I'd like to start with you. Can you tell us about some recent activity at the Tortola Pier Park? Of course, we've seen a difference in parking. Of course, that has been for the betterment. And then I understand there is some heightened security. Tell us about that.
Thank you very much, Ron. And season's greetings to the 284 Media family and to all the viewers. First of all, before I talk about the security, I just wanted to say that today we are pleased to have our second three-ship day in Tortola. As a matter of fact, there are 4 ships currently in the territory, 1 in Virgin Gorda, and 2 ships docked at the Cyril B. Rumney Tortola Pier Park and 1 at Anchor. And that is only the second time for this season, so you can see that we're in full swing. And Christmas this year is definitely going to be different. And it is in that vein that we wanted to tell you a little bit more about our 3 days of Christmas. But before we get to that, let's just tell you, with the increased number of passengers and persons who will be visiting the facility, we wanted to make sure that people can come, shop, stay, dine, spend money in comfort and in safety, relative safety. So we have created a facility which offers just over 60 additional parking lots. And that's just a part of the story. There is more to come, and we will give you more in the future. But in addition to the 60 parking spots which are being prepared just immediately outside the gate, we are actually providing access directly in. So you'll be one step away from your favorite stores at the Cyril B. Rumney Park. And in addition to that, and recognizing that we're just a few days from Christmas, we have put additional security in place as well, just to make sure everyone can shop in comfort, can dine in comfort, and can make sure they have a wonderful 2021 Christmas season. Which is going to be anchored by our 3 days. And I'm going to ask Zoe to tell you more about our 3 days of Christmas. Zoe?
Well, the 3 days are kind of very packed in, and so I'm going to limit it, recognizing that we do have some time constraints. So this Thursday is going to be our Christmas family feud. We did this last year, and it was such a phenomenal hit. And one of the things that we tried to do is to ensure that as much as we do in the community, we also want to give back. So with the Christmas family feud, one family is going to walk away, and I say this lightly, with $2,500. But that's with a caveat. Do you know what I mean by caveat, Ron? That comes with a caveat. Yes. So in fact, what we're requiring is that the winner will re-gift $1,000 from their winnings to one of 4 charities. The charities are either Spina Bifida Awareness, Family Support Network, BVI Cancer Society, or BVI Red Cross, so everybody wins.
Absolutely.
So it's an opportunity to continue to give back, especially in the spirit of the season. Now that is going to be 7 p.m. on the lawn, but I dare say we still have persons that are trying to register up until 6 o'clock that day, which is tomorrow. So you will have a phenomenal opportunity as well for persons that are coming to just take in the event itself to possibly win some prizes from a number of our tenants who have provided some exceptional gift-giving items. And then we roll to Friday. Now Friday, and I want to say that we have music from the morning up until the evening. We have quite an array of performers from Virgin Gorda, Tortola, from all over, because, you know, we're something for everyone, and we wanted to make sure that it was reflective of that. So on Friday, we're going to start our fashion show, which is going to be 5 o'clock. And I want to just go through very quickly because I don't want to miss any of our stores that are participating. That's The Spirit, Mia Moore Jewelers, Cougars, Del Sol, Infinity Jewelers, House of Luxury, Blanc du Nil, Land Bijou Turner, JBY Fashions, Passions by Umi, Urban VI. We also have Le Boutique, Class Electronics. And we did this fashion show a couple months ago. What could Class Electronics be bringing out? We need you to stop by and see. And in addition to that, we have 2 external partners, the Dressing Room and the Islander Swim Collection. And what is important to note is we have brought out for 2021, in the spirit of ensuring that the whole, you know, it's royalty. Royalty is in the air, and we are bringing out our queens from past and present. So, are you prepared when I tell you that Ayana Hull will be on the runway? Are you prepared when I tell you Desiree Freeman, Luce Hart Smith, Bria Smith, Bethsaida Smith-Hanley? Ron, I am dusting off my heels because I will be making it to the runway, apparently. I have to lead by example.
No stranger to the runway, so you should be fine.
So, and in addition to that, the CEO of the Sir B. Romney Tortola Pier Park will also be hitting the runway.
God help us.
In addition to that, I have Fabian Devonish, who is also one of the managers of CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. So we have quite a complement, including we have our regular models from Prestige and the dressing room models. So that's what's happening at 5 p.m. We asked you to show up on time because there is so much happening.
And that's on Friday.
Yes, directly after that, we have the official lighting of our Christmas tree. Now, I do want to say, Ron, that we did fall, we fell under the tyranny of everything that's happening with shipping right now. And our 30-foot tree, and I really want to say kudos to the Rotary Club of Central Tortola, including Nagico Insurances, for trying to make that happen. Our 30-foot tree, a tree that has never, the size of which has never been in the BVI. We were hoping to have gotten that. It didn't happen, but I do promise you that November 1st, that tree will be up next year. So here we are. We're doing the official lighting of the tree, and with the official lighting of the tree, directly after that, we have the Clash of the Carolers. So it's a throwdown. We have Zion Hill Methodist Church from the western side of the island will be clashing with the Band of Faith, which are the Scatliff ladies from Long Trench. Well, it's the Scatliff family from Long Trench. So country coming for west. And then the Foggy Mountain Boys are, yes, because you know they just recently won some other competition. That means nothing when it comes down to what's going to happen this Friday. So we want to see who's going to come out on top. And what I love about that is we are gifting the winner $1,001.
Beautiful.
Because we couldn't just give $9.99. So we had to give $1,001. And the runner-up is going to get $2.99. Now, in addition, and I'm saying that a lot, but we had such an excellent showing in terms of persons wanting to participate that the steel pan players wanted in on the action. So we have Clash of the Pans, which wasn't initially in the program, but we're taking it all. So with the Clash of the Pans, we have Zion Steel Orchestra will be going up against Shooting Stars.
That should be fun.
Yes. So nonetheless, it promises to be a jam-packed full of culture, full of fun, full of family, and our stores are going to be open late on those 3 days. So it's an excellent opportunity to get your shopping in while being entertained.
Absolutely beautiful. I must commend you guys on the remarkable events. Of course, the Family Feud is a staple. Persons love it, they enjoy it. I'm happy to see that return. But in addition to that, I'm really happy to see the cultural aspect being promoted more so throughout the Tortola Pier Park this Christmas season. Kudos to the wonderful events. And of course, today's a very special day, another special day, as CEO mentioned, with 4 ships being in the BVI, 3 in the Tortola Harbor and 1 on Virgin Gorda. I must ask you, CEO, as it pertains to the heightened security, is that something you plan to continue, or is it just for the Christmas season?
Well, you can see the season is now in full swing, and we're going to have many additional multi-ship days as we go forward. We are looking to make sure that the passengers have a good guest experience in the territory. So we don't want to overcrowd the territory, but we want to make sure we can balance this so that locals can continue doing what we do best, especially this time of the season. So you will see more and more of this because December is better than November. January will be better than December. So you will see more and more of this as we continue doing this. And even though we're currently in the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic, we believe that we're seeing the end of it. We're learning to live with it. Yes. And we are going to make sure we take all necessary precautions to keep everyone safe.
Now, Ron, yes. I know I was there was quite a lot there, but I still have the Saturday.
Yes, tell me.
So I'm happy that the CEO was able to clarify and recognize that it will be, assessed on a case-by-case basis whether or not we continue with the heightened security, because the guest experience is first and foremost. Now, on Saturday, because we have a lot of tart lovers, a lot of guava berry liqueur lovers.
I'm not going to get into the war today, but...
Well, I want to say, I think, when I say tart lovers, it's only coconut tart I could be referencing, because that's the only tart there is. And I will not...
Guava berry too.
No, boss, come on, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. All right, so on Saturday, for all of you that have been imbibing a little, we're going to take you on a workout on the lawn at 7 a.m. in the morning. We have DJ Turnbull will be juggling, and Mitch will be showing you how to nip and tuck in 1 hour, right? Because we got to get ready. We got to get ready because, New Year's Eve is coming up.
Absolutely.
And we want to make sure that we're looking a little svelte in those outfits.
So that is Saturday.
That's Saturday morning. And then Saturday afternoon, it's the Christmas parade on Pier Park Lane.
That's right.
And the Christmas parade is going to be one of our annual signature events. In fact, that's going to be led by the reigning Miss BVI, who's also one of our modelers on Friday, Miss Caitlin Archibald Drew. We also have the Royal Court. We'll be seeing the Althea Scatliff Primary School Drum Corps. We also have the Elmore Stout High School Lady Rams. Jack is back. So, Ron, you know who Jack is, right?
Of course.
All right, so I don't know what Moveen did. I know it's not Easter, but apparently Moveen had a resurrection because I thought Jack was dead. But Jack is back. So yes. Jack will be taking part in the parade.
We'll be happy to see him.
We also have Nova Royale, which will have 3 sections, and we have the BVI Dance School. And let me tell you, they are going to perform to levels you would not have seen, because guess what? $1,000 is going to the winner, $600 to the second runner-up, and $250 to the third runner-up.
Tortola Pier Park is dishing out that money, man.
Listen, don't make my boss sweat, please, Ron. Let's keep it chill. Because in addition to that, we have the Rotary Club of Central Tortola right after that, who will be assisting in terms of giving gifts to children. So we are so excited when we can partner with entities that allow us to continue to give and to ensure that members of our society have the best kind of experience while they're at the Shelby Romney Tortola Pier Park. Did I tell you that we're ending off with Meet Us at the Movies? Because it can't be a Shelby Romney Tortola Pier Park event if we don't have movie night. So we have 3 showings. It's going to be 6 p.m. It's going to be a Muppets Christmas, a letter to Santa. 7:30, it's going to be Disney's Noel. And at 9:15, it's going to be 4 Christmases.
Beautiful. CEO, before we go, I must ask you, how many passengers are estimated from the 3 cruise ships just today? Just take that into perspective. Of course, 4 across the territory, but roughly, approximately, how many passengers?
I think we have some 1,300 and approximately 1,360 passengers around that area, between 1,350 and 1,360 today. And I just wanted to say that in the true spirit of Christmas, the spirit of giving, yes, we want to make sure we give to the people who have given to the facility all year. And so Tortola, Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park is there, has been there for the years. We want to say thank you to everyone who has supported us. And also thank you to the Rotary Club of Central Tortola, to Nagico Insurances, to Mayermore, and also we want to thank our board as well, who have been very proactive and very visionary in terms of helping us to do the things that we're doing in the middle of a pandemic, and they have been very proactive. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And thank you to the public for supporting us, and
the media.
We look forward to see you come, shop, stay. And the media, of course, who will spread the story.
Of course, we forgot skating, but enjoying ourselves this Christmas season. Thank you both so much for joining us and highlighting the remarkable work of the Tortola Pier Park. We do, here at 284 Media, also wish you season's greetings. Viewers, that is all the time we have. Of course, not all the content. Of course, we are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Be sure to follow us and keep updated. It has been another beautiful day in the British Virgin Islands. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Kamal Haynes, viewers, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.